Evening, and today we are going to be talking about doubles fundamentals. If it'll show up on my screen, why is it not showing up on my screen? I have to press this button. Doubles fundamentals. Okay, so doubles is going to be very big this year. OESL is doing doubles with all their high schools, so I think it's a great opportunity for myself and some of the other doubles enthusiasts in Oklahoma to bring doubles to the masses. I'm very excited about that, and I'm here to give everybody the deets on the basics because doubles is kind of hard to do. And I really want people to enjoy it, but you have to understand a couple things about doubles for that to be successful. Okay, so we're going to talk about first, we're going to talk about doubles mentality, roles, signature combos, edge guarding versus trading, stock tanking, and synergy. Everybody say hello to Sakurai. He's retired. You may have seen his recent online video series talking about game design from his perspective, which I think is super cool. Let's jump right into it. Why doubles? Why do you care about doubles? Doubles is an interesting format because it changes the nature of Smash a lot. Two players allow you to create custom combos not otherwise possible in singles. Players and the characters they play work together to cover weaknesses and make strengths even stronger. It's very interesting, and there's more ways for gameplay to evolve in doubles that I think singles doesn't allow for. It also builds a lot of great game awareness about basic ideas that can be brought back to singles to make you a better singles player. The reason why you should care about doubles if you are a competitor is because every single Smash title has played doubles. If you are a Squad Strike friend and you like Squad Strike and you try to go play Super Smash Bros. Brawl, there is no Squad Strike. So all that time that you spent playing Squad Strike is pointless. But if the next Smash comes out in a couple years, guess what's going to be at every single regional and major? That's right, doubles. So this is a very valuable game mode for you to care about because it is the one that will be present in the past and in the future. The other game modes and other side events are not guaranteed, and I'm a big fan of other game events, like Squad Strike 2. But as a competitor, if I go to an event, they're probably going to run doubles on top of singles. So you might as well get good at doubles now so that you can get paid. That's my mindset. Almost any large event is going to guarantee it. I promise you. Let's talk about jobs. We're going to move straight on to this. So, jobs. What is a job? It is a vital aspect of doubles. It's ways that you use your fighter to accomplish a win condition. Win conditions are something that is present in singles as well, but in doubles specifically, it is very, very important to understand what your team's win condition is because almost every character in the game has strengths and weaknesses, and you need to avoid the things that you're weak to and try to exploit the things that you're strong against if you want to win because your opponent will be doing the same thing. Here's a couple of examples. Damage dealer. This is anybody whose job is not necessarily to finish stocks, but they just want to get in and do tons and tons and tons of damage and quickly. So, like Jigglypuff is a great example of a damage dealer because that character does lots of damage really quickly. She can kill, but one of the jobs that she's good at is doing damage. Palutena does lots of damage. Yoshi does lots of damage. Cloud does lots of damage. And this is an important job to have in doubles. It's important to know who on your team is the one outputting the percent that actually will win you the game. Other examples, edge guarding. Some characters specialize in edge guarding, and edge guarding can be easier or it can be harder in doubles depending on your team comp. Disruption. I wanted to mention this one specifically. What is disruption? Essentially, it's somebody jumping into the fray and being annoying. So, for example, if you are enjoying your summer evening and all of a sudden a bug starts, buzzing in your face, you're going to stop paying attention to everything else about your evening until you've dealt with the bug. So this is what disruption is a character that says, I'm going to go in and be annoying. I don't necessarily need to do damage or kill anybody, but I'm going to go in and I'm going to make you pay attention to me because my teammate does not do well if they're just sitting there camping you out. So my job is to kind of like open the enemy team up so that they can do their job. And this is very important against characters that have projectiles or swords, is to have a disruptor so that you can kind of create the chaos that you need to do your job. Stock tanking is pretty straightforward, but we'll get to that later. I think everybody probably has an idea of what stock tanking is. Walling is fairly straightforward as well, except now you have two characters that have swords instead of one. So walling can be super, super broken because imagine if someone is being has their shield broken and their opponent wants to help them, you can wall them off by throwing non-committal safe hitboxes. You're not trying to hit them or damage them. All you're doing is buying time for your teammate to kill the other person that he had their shield broke. So being able to like cut off a part of the map with your hitboxes is very important in doubles because it buys time. And then finally, there's combo setup. These are characters that have moves that are often multi-hit or send in very reliable directions that you always know where they go. They're very easy to combo into. A good example would be Pikachu's back air. If you get hit by Pikachu's back air, it's going to hold you still for almost a second because you're going to get hit by all those slow multi-hits, and then everybody knows exactly where it's going to send you, a little bit away from Pikachu. So Pikachu's back air is a great combo setup tool, and Pika is good at combo setup in doubles because he has a lot of multi-hit, long-lasting moves that send in predictable directions. They're really great to combo off of with a teammate. Let's move on to signature combos. What is a signature combo? It is a way to do damage or take stocks that are only possible with your character combinations. Great example of signature combos that I can think of off the top of my head: Ken's back throw, where he does like the somersaults to Chrom charge forward smash. Anybody throwing somebody into Palutena charging up smash. If you've ever watched professional doubles ever, you've probably seen 5 or 6 different Palutena players all do this exact same combo. It's broken. They use it for a reason. The Oklahoma one that everybody knows is the Jigglypuff down throw to Shulk, smash art backslash. If you've watched doubles in Oklahoma, you know what this combo is. And then preceding that combo was the MVD and ESAM special, where MVD would stick Pikachu, and then Pikachu would grab you. So the sticky would transfer you to your face, and then he'll up throw, and then he'll detonate the C4 while you're up in the air from the up throw, and you'll die at like 50. It's super broken. If you cannot think of a signature combo for your doubles team, that is really, really bad. Signature combos are essential to playing doubles well because you need to be able to communicate with minimal words. And so, like with a lot of this stuff, you can just be like, okay, I'm going to do the down throw or back throw, or you can just communicate with one word. Your opponent, your teammate knows what your intent is. And that's why these signature combos are important. It's lab time that you spend before you sit down and play doubles. You go into training mode, get a third controller and just have a dummy bag sit there, and you and your teammate, you need to figure out these signature combos and just some basic stuff so that you can learn how to play off each other before it's time to do that in game. Doubles requires some prep time, and doubles requires some study to be successful, but if you do that, you will not ever lose to a team that does not prep. If you have a doubles partner and you guys go into training lab and spend like 30 minutes finding a signature combo and doing basic back and forth combos, you will literally never lose to a doubles team that is not also doing that. It's so broken. You have to do it. Edge guards versus trading. When you knock your opponent off stage in doubles, you have a choice to make that does not exist in singles. Because in singles, if you knock someone off stage, you can choose: do I edge guard, or do I stay on stage and ledge trap? That's kind of it. In doubles, the dynamic is different. Do I edge guard or ledge trap them? Or do I turn around and go help my teammate gang up on the other guy? And this is a really, really important to think about, because whenever you knock someone off stage in doubles, they are going to take forever to get back on stage. You know why? The longer they wait to get back to the ledge to deal with your ledge trapping, the longer their teammate has to stab you in the back while you're not paying attention. So to counterplay this, that is why we're talking about edge guards versus trading. So what is trading? We are exchanging one thing for another, quite literally. To trade in Ultimate, all you have to do is stand behind your teammate. If that seems unintuitive, let me explain a little farther. So let's say that you knock someone off stage, and on the other half of the stage, your teammate is doing a 1v1 in neutral against the other guy. So all you have to do is stand behind your teammate. And then if they win neutral, you can turn back around and go ledge trap. No big deal. You just stood there. It's almost like being a babysitter, right? You watch them. Okay, my teammate won. No big deal. Or if they lose the 1v1 in neutral, a lot of times if your teammate loses neutral, your opponent will have enough lag that you can just hit them back, and at the very least you can break up the fight. At best, you can kill them, and in a lot of cases you can just basically switch. So like your teammate loses neutral and they get hit back towards the other side of the stage, but then you win neutral because you hit the enemy while they're in lag, and so now you guys just flip flop. Your teammate will go ledge trap because he kind of got hit out of the interaction, and since you just won neutral, you'll kind of trade characters. This is a really important idea that is hard to explain well and requires a lot of practice to know when you should do it. Because if you make the wrong decision and you try to ledge trap when you should be trading, or try to trade when you should try to ledge trap, it's going to be much harder for you to secure stocks. But it's very important that you utilize trading and start thinking about it right away, because you're not going to be able to be a stronger doubles team that is good at wasting time if you don't understand the counterplay to wasting time, which is, oh, you're gonna waste my time off stage? Cool. I'm gonna turn around and we're gonna go gang up on your teammate. We're gonna go 2v1 him until you start recovering faster. And then when he starts recovering faster, you can go back to ledge trapping because he's responding to the counterplay that you're doing. Stock tanking. What is stock tanking? It is playing passively to hold on to a high percentage stock. Stock tanking is invaluable in Ultimate. Now, in single, stock tanking has a limited utility because being ahead in percent or stocks doesn't really do anything until the clock runs out. But in doubles, that's not true. In doubles, opponents will want to quickly finish one stock to move on to the next one because they have to get rid of 6, and it doesn't matter which character they get rid of them from. They only need to get rid of at least one from one player. So by playing evasive and making them waste time, you can let each of your stocks last longer. If you are fighting an opponent and you guys take one stock each, 2 and 2, but then they take 2 stocks off of your opponent, if you're stock tanking and you still have all 3 of your stocks, you're still even if your opponent, even if your teammate is getting blown up by them. So being able to hold on to those stocks and be stingy about it is really effective in this format. Good times to stock tank when you're being 1v2'd while you're waiting for your teammate to spawn off the angel platform. Like, let's say your teammate gets killed. You should immediately try to avoid confrontation and be super passive. Because why am I trying to fight a 1v2 when I can just camp and wait for him to get off the platform and then we can 2v2 again? Or even better, we can 2v2 while they're invincible off the platform. When your some characters are naturally difficult to kill, so like Shulk, Shield Art, Snake Grenade. In some regards, I would say super heavies are just being big makes them live a long time. And so these characters are naturals for stock tanking, and they pair well with characters that blow up early. And then anytime you think your opponent is trying to be greedy, you should just make an effort to stock tank. For example, if you're at like 150 and you're noticing that someone is just beelining towards you to try and finish the stock, you should probably tell your teammate, hey, I'm going to stock tank. This person's running at me. Because, like, it's easy to stab someone in the back when they're just focused on killing you. Okay, let's move on. We've kind of moved on to all these different subjects quickly, but I don't need to explain a lot of them in detail because they're not that complicated. I just want you aware of them so that you can learn how to do them and practice these ideas because you can't get better at an idea that you don't know about. The last category that I'm going to talk to everybody about today is called synergy. Synergy is literally defined as the interaction or cooperation of 2 or more organizations, substances, or other agents to produce a combined effect greater than the sum of their separate parts. Ultimate doubles lives and dies off of teamwork and coordination. So let's say that you want to play Rob. Rob has a problem with getting comboed, but he has a good recovery. He'll probably pair well with characters that benefit from his ledge stalling off stage. He probably also benefits from characters that can give him some space to reset if he's being comboed. Rob has, kind of these vulnerabilities of being big and being easy to kill otherwise. So it's good that you work together with those. Characters like Ken, they don't have a lot of range, but they do a lot of damage if they get in. So if you're going to play Ken in doubles, you want to pair him with a disruptor who can help him get in so that he can do stuff. And additionally, Ken's back throw is a good combo setup back throw. So pairing him with a character that has a strong single hit kill move like Bowser forward smash, Chrom forward smash, Palutena up smash, these moves are setup moves that need someone to kind of think of it like an alley oop in basketball, right? One character has good alley oops but bad dunking, and the other character has good dunking but no alley oops. So by pairing a character that has a good dunk with an alley oop character, you can combine them to do an alley oop dunk. I know it's like such a basic like analogy, but it really is an effective one because it explains why doubles synergy matters a lot. Other things to think about. Chrom is a good character in doubles because of his forward smash and high damage output. However, in doubles, it's really, really easy to edge guard him because you just hit him and he dies because his recovery is bad. So Chrom pairs well with characters that can help hit him off stage in a good way. So like Jigglypuff would pair well with Chrom because if Chrom's about to die from being edge guarded, Jigglypuff can just go off stage and pound him and pound send straight up. So now Chrom gets more options to recover. You've seen this probably a lot in Melee where if someone is not going to make it, they can go off stage and they can like Falco shine them back up into the air and it gives them extra height so they have more recovery options. Thinking about those things is also important for doubles. Um, okay, I think I'm actually out of stuff. This was a relatively short video, relatively short seminar, and I wanted to mostly spend it explaining these ideas and then giving the crowd an opportunity to respond and talk about some of this stuff. So I'm going to kind of open up questions to the floor now. Does anybody have any questions over what I talked about? Or, for example, what my advice should be on what doubles team they should play? So, like, for example, Grayson, who are you supposed to be playing doubles with this season? Okay, so I think we're trying to get you and Yusuf together, right? So that would be probably Roy Joker or Roy Byleth, right? So let's start trying to take your doubles team and fit them into some of the holes that we've described. So what are the jobs that this team does? This Byleth Roy. I would say that both of them are good at disruption because they can both just kind of run in and nair. Byleth has good walling, but Roy doesn't necessarily have good walling. Um, Roy's up B out of shield is also kind of good for camping and walling because if someone hits a shield, he can just up B and it doesn't really matter what they do, he'll hit them. Now, Roy has kind of a weak off stage, and Byleth can't really help him recover, but Byleth can just kind of like break up the fight at the ledge if someone is trying to two frame him, so that's good. In terms of combos, I would say that Roy and Byleth probably have great ways to follow up with each other into, for example, they could probably you could probably do like Byleth back throw, and then he could nair, and then you could nair, and then he could nair again, and then you could like up smash. Like you guys have probably a lot of back and forth ping pong style juggles because of those moves. And then of course, if I were playing that character combination, I would want to look for ways to set up into Roy forward smash because it's really strong. And that's something that you can practice by just going to the training lab and figuring out how can I get my opponent into the Roy forward smash. That would be how you win the game. Is you find some way to reliably push them in there with a grab or like off of a throw or just a low knockback aerial or some such. Yeah, falling nair is a great one. So okay, Antonio, who have you been playing doubles with? Some random guy. Okay, a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about doesn't work if you do not have a static doubles partner. Your static doubles partner does not need to be same skill as you. They just need to be willing to go into training mode and put in the time, and you guys just need to coordinate and have a plan on signature combos and jobs. And really, the most important thing is, are you two actually going to go to tournaments that have doubles together? Like, so the Arcadian that's coming up on October 9th, that will have Big Brother, Little Brother doubles. The monthly that's coming up will have doubles. I think there's going to be, well, there's free doubles at Smash Night, so there's pretty much no excuse to not do that one because it's convenient. And then King of the Sticks will have doubles. Like, I'm telling you, if you are starting to get to that point where you're a more serious competitor and you're traveling, doubles events will happen. And I will make an effort to make doubles events happen more often here as well to enable that. Because, like, I don't want to teach you guys doubles and then there's no doubles events to run. So, like, at my regional events, I'm going to start trying to make sure doubles happens. And at the weekly, obviously, there's free doubles. I'm trying to enable all of this so that you guys can play doubles. Okay. Javier has a question. Now I need to think about Hero times two, Hero Mario, or Hero Ness would be best. Instead of thinking about which character combination was best, start with the basics of if I am going to play Hero Mario, what is my win condition? What are the jobs that my characters can do? What signature combos do we have? And then finally, what synergy do these characters have? So, like Mario would synergize a lot with Hero because Hero has a lot of like extremely damaging kill moves that are kind of hard to land. He's a bit of a clunky character. So if I was playing Hero Mario, I would probably try to make sure my signature confirm revolves around comboing into Hero forward smash or possibly comboing into something out of Hero's menu. So like Hero Thwack is probably super broken if Mario can like back throw someone into it at like 90%. They'll probably just die. There's nothing they can do about that. And then Hero also has like his fully charged side B. You could probably just like at zero, Mario could literally just forward throw someone into Hero and he'll take 57 from fully charged Hero side B. Like you don't have to worry about outplaying your opponent with Hero side B. Your opponent can just throw them into you into the blender. And in terms of offstage stuff, Hero can kind of be struggle to recover when he has um, low MP, but Mario would be able to kind of help make sure that people can't just sit at the ledge and threaten him because he has like water, so he can push somebody off that's like trying to swing at him, or even just Mario going in and being disruptive himself. He's got his down air, the long lasting, the aerial. He's got a bunch of good buttons to box, so he should be able to create space for Hero to come back. Okay, so that's kind of mostly, yeah, Hero Hatchet Man, whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. Characters have different options, right? The only way you can really know for sure is by practicing all of them. Okay, does anybody else have any questions on any of the stuff that I talked about? Great. No one has any questions. I love a captive audience. Okay, this concludes my information. I'm going to leave the stream up for a minute or two just in case anybody else in the chat has anything to say. But this is the end of this block, so thanks very much. Yay. Here's to another semester of productive lectures. I can tell that all of you are just giant fans of doubles and are so eager to play doubles. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I think one of the things that's hard about doubles is that it's easy to explain all these ideas, but there's 85 characters and thousands of different ways that you can combine them. And so all the money is in how you can make your combo work for you. Because like, how would someone come up with a good team composition? That's a good question. So I think you have to look at a character and you have to say, okay, do I have any moves that are easy to react to? So, like, for example, the Pika back air. Pika back air is multi-hit, and if I hit you with it, it's not going to send you very far, and it lasts a long time. So it gives my teammate a lot of time to react to me doing Pika Bear, and then start their own combo. So moves that last a long time once they hit you are great combo starters. Or throw combos, for example. So like if Mario gets a grab, you can just say, okay, if he gets a grab at 0, I know that he's going to do up throw into down air, and all you have to do is go follow wherever he's going to pop out at the end of the down air. And so that setup is giving you lots of time to prepare. That's where I would start with team combos. Is like if I get a grab and I'm at this position, what's the best way that I can, set like either throw him back into you or kill him essentially. And so like for me and Chaz, like a lot of our combos will depend. So like if Jigglypuff can kill with rest, he'll just go to wherever my opponent's going to pop out and then he'll rest them. If he can't rest them, he's going to go to where my opponent's going to pop out and down air them back towards me, and then I will hit him again because down air is multi-hit and slow and it lasts a long time. So if rest won't kill, he'll just down air them back into me, and then I'll hit them back to him. If rest won't kill, he'll down air them again, and then knock them back into me. And then at that point, rest usually does kill. Other times, like moves will just have a lot of hit lag, like forward smash, and he'll just be able to go rest you on the spot and combo out of it. Or if I get a grab, I can do up throw, and since up throw doesn't send anywhere, it's very easy to rest on reaction. Other characters, like again, you could do can back throw, and then Bowser can just charge a forward smash, and it's just free because your throw combos are broken in doubles because in the middle of the throw you are invincible, but your opponent that you're throwing is not, and so you can just like start a throw and then forward smash, and you will be safe, but your opponent will die at 50, so it's broken. Hopefully that gives you some insight onto this. Also, if you want to know more details on specific characters, I'm very interested in helping people like learn more about that. So if you want to just like message me in any of the discords or DM me and be like, "Hey, I have this character and this character. Where do you recommend I start?" Like I can give you advice, but I'm not going to explain how Mario pairs with 84 characters, and I'm not going to explain how Luigi pairs with 84 characters. Like it's such a waste of my time to come up with an answer for every doubles comp. Play who you play and then be creative and make it work is the message that I have for you. You can make almost any character work in doubles if you make the team comp make sense and if you can find your signature combos and your win conditions and play around those. There are some meta characters though, so if you don't know who to play, you should play Palutena. She's broken in doubles. Her up smash is great to kill with. Nair is multi-hit and slow. It's a great combo starter because it spits people out in a consistent place. And also she's got invincible buttons with her dash attack and back air, so her walling at splitting the map so that your teammate can complete a edge guard or a 1v1 is also very valuable. She's just kind of the all-round best doubles character, I think. Yoshi's also broken. Cloud is also broken. There's lots of different options that you have if you want to play someone meta. But play whoever you want, really. I've seen Little Mac, I've seen Chrom, Roy, Bowser, Luigi. There's only a couple characters that really aren't that great in doubles, and I struggle to think of them off the top of my head. Okay, I'm not seeing any more responses in the group chat, so this will conclude my broadcast. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see more than 4 people signed up for doubles at my tournament, and more than 4 people signed up for doubles at Smash the Record or King of the Sticks or any of the other events that are going to doubles. I want doubles to come back in Oklahoma. Doubles is sick. I will help you learn doubles. Please stop making me and Chaz drive 3 hours to play doubles. It's miserable. I want to play doubles here like we used to. Okay, you guys have a nice night.